Hey everyone, it's Kong again with just a quick little Freekong update courtesy of these new map events. If you've been paying attention to map events, you know that we've recently gotten a short sequence of very educational map events that each award 1 fusion power stardust. Once you've collected all 4 of these items, you can synthesize them into a bag that lets you pick a popular faction leader and get 60 shards for them. That's enough to summon them fresh at 3 stars, or you can of course boost a character that you already have. No summoning involved. And you know what that means? This is a very rare chance for my freebies-only account to get access to another SSR unit. The available options are Ledden, Bernhardt, Shelfaniel, Landius, Dehart, and Altemuller. I have to determine which option would bring the most overall value to my no-summoning account. You know me, I thrive on data and organization, so I made a little chart of benefits. Dehart was a freebie at launch, and Ferris Fang 1 generously saw fit to donate a shard bag to this account so I could get him, so I'm not considering him here. So here are the things that I thought were important in making a decision. Do they have an SP class, or help unlock someone else's SP class? Do they unlock any bonds? Can I actually unlock their bonds? Do they bring a new faction buff to the table? As you know, I'm working with a limited pool of faction buffers, Matthew for protagonists, Grenier for Legion of Glory, Freya and Dehart for Origins of Light, Angelica for Heroes of Time, and Lance for Empire's Honor. Then, if they do have a new faction buff, does it actually buff anyone good that I want to use? Does it buff anyone completely unique that no one else in my team buffs yet? So, Ledden does have his own SP class, and I am actually able to unlock it. In other words, he doesn't need another SSR for any of the quests. He does unlock bonds too, the attack bonds for Grenier, Narm, and Chris. This is pretty good. Even Grenier, who's a defense converter, still wants his attack bond for skill. I would be missing Elwyn to unlock Ledden's attack bond, but that one at least isn't super important for him. He doesn't bring a new faction buff though, because Grenier has Legion of Glory covered. Bernhardt doesn't have an SP class yet. He does unlock the attack bonds for Vargas and Imelda, but I'm unable to unlock either of his bonds since he needs Bozel and Leon. Chances are pretty good that I'll be getting Bozel from a shard bag down the line since he has been available as an event freebie twice, but for now, no bonds on Burn is a pretty hard sell. He also doesn't bring a new faction buff since Lance is covering Empire. Shelfaniel also doesn't have an SP class. She does unlock the attack bonds for Serena and Oliver, which isn't super compelling to be honest, and I would be missing her important int bond from Angelina. Her Princess Alliance faction buff would be new for Freekong, which would give me an additional buffer for the likes of Narm and Cherie, but if push comes to shove, every single princess in my barracks can be buffed by someone else. Landius also doesn't have an SP class, and he doesn't unlock any bonds for anyone in my account. I would also be missing his attack bond from Rachel, which is unfortunate since he uses that for his defenses as well. He would bring a new Yeles Legends faction buff for the likes of Van, Shibaraku, and Lisa, and he would be the only character capable of buffing Serena and Alfred, but even after just saying this paragraph out loud, I can already see that Landius is pretty much in last place among this batch. Finally, Altemuller does have his own SP class, and I would be able to unlock it fully. He brings attack bonds for Anna, Emmerich, and Varna, the latter of whom I consider pretty important for this account. Not only that, but he's the only character in the bag whose bonds I would be able to fully unlock. He does bring a new Strategic Masters buff for the likes of Vargas, Gerald and Layla, Toma Hashiba, and Lance, and he would be the only character capable of buffing Serena. Overall, this looks like a very clear win for Altemuller across every category. But I am going to run a community poll as well, so let's see if you all have different thoughts on the matter. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing with this bag on my main account, the only characters I don't already have at 6 stars are Altemuller and Shelfaniel. Of those, I use Shelfaniel in Magic Tower Conquest, the auto chess mode, and Dimensional Expedition, so I'm pretty sure I'll use the bag on her just to slowly and gradually get her up to snuff. I saw some pretty scary fully cast shelves in my squad during my guild's first place Dimensional Expedition run yesterday, and I wouldn't mind joining their ranks. Anyway, that's it for this brief update. Let me know down in the comments which SSR you ended up choosing for yourself. Thanks again for watching. Happy Langrissing, everyone.